Welcome to South Texas Crossfire. This is Attorney Joe Flores reminding you to join us each and every week right here on KTMB with the Lopez family. Special thanks to Don Humberto Lozano Lopez, and may he rest in peace. He's honored, he's venerated, he's never forgotten. And my good friend Carlos Lopez, who makes this happen, he lets community leaders like the one I'm about to introduce come out, and also nonprofits, and also people that just don't have a voice sometimes, and they want to come out, and they're angry or frustrated, or they just want to help. And so we honor everybody out there. But let's cut to the chase. We are honored. You've seen her billboards everywhere. You've seen her campaign signs, and she is asking for your vote once again. And that is Councilwoman Paulette Guajardo. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much.
You are kicking off our 15th season, and you are about our 150th guest. So
congratulations.
You are a sesquicentennial guest, and I'm very, very excited
Thank
to
you.
have you.
And congratulations. Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here. I can't believe it's been 2 years.
Yes.
Literally since I was here.
Yes. And you've served, and we're going to get to that in a moment, but a lot of people want to know about you, the person. Where did you grow up, your education, training background, your family? Tell us a little bit about all that.
So I am a native Corpus Christian. I'm born and raised here in Corpus. My parents, we lived on off of Williams Drive growing up. We moved out to Flower Bluff because my dad worked and retired from CCAD, from the base out there. So we moved out to Flower Bluff because of that. And so I attended Flower Bluff Junior High and High School. And then I continued on to the university, Texas A&M here, and received my business degree. I've got a brother and 2 sisters. And like I said, my dad retired from CCAD, so I'm very proud of CCAD. Because they really, really have an amazing support system there as a family. They see themselves as a family and as a unit.
Great.
And it is a beautiful thing, but they treat their employees right. And so I'm very proud of CCAD and really give them a lot of credit for the benefits and the way they treat their employees there. Anyhow, so I graduated from the university here in Corpus Christi with my business degree, and then decided I was going to open my business. I was an Allstate insurance agent for 15 years.
I remember that billboard.
Yes, that was, oh my goodness, 20 years ago now.
Oh, you're so young when you started your own business.
I was 24.
Wow.
Right at 24. And so I married my husband back in right before I opened the business in 98. So, or right after, I'm sorry, in 2000. Victor Guajardo Jr., whom you're friends with.
Excellent attorney, good guy.
Thank you. And we had our son, Jude Victor, who goes to school with your daughter as well. And he's 13 years old, doing well, but definitely giving us a run for our
great mock trial attorney, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, when I go and do the mock trial at Incarnate Word, he is just phenomenal.
He's a good little guy, and I'm praying he stays, on that road. I would love for him to grow up and be, like his dad. So, anyhow, so 5 years ago, I decided to sell the business, my Allstate insurance agency, and I did so. And it was the right move at the right time. I have a very strong faith, and I did. You always wonder what should you make that type of move, because it is a big move. And I did love what I was doing. I really did. I love the interaction with people the most. That was the love of owning that agency and running that agency. But it was the right thing to do, and so I did so, not knowing what, as I like to refer to it, the second part of my life was going to hold, because I knew there was something that I was going to do in this lifetime. So, in praying about it, the seat came open. 2 years ago, and so I decided that this is how I was going to serve, and that's the other part of it. During my 15 years of service, to the community in terms of my business ownership, I always served on boards and gave back to the community, and I continue to do so. But I knew in my heart that this second part of my life was to serve in a different capacity. I just knew it. I just didn't know how. And so with a lot of thought and prayer, this opportunity came up. And so here I am today, serving the people of Corpus Christi. There is no, in my opinion, greater honor. I love what I am doing. I really, really do. And so I am now asking for your support, the people's support, in moving forward and continuing to have me in this seat that I really treasure. It has been an honor, and it has been an experience, again, like none other. And I know many of your viewers know, but a lot of people do ask me this question. How do the districts work? Why are there 3 at-large seats? How does that all work? So I'm just going to go ahead and bring that up just to clarify. Our city is broken up into 5 different pieces of puzzle, if you will. And every district, 1 through 5, has its representative. And they are tasked with bettering that district in whatever ways the people need, whatever ways that district needs to be, paid attention to. Your issues are very different in every district. The issues are different in every district. So those are the people that you vote for within your district, whoever it is running for that district. Then you have 3 people that run at large. And what at large means, that's another question I get, is what exactly does at large mean? At large means the entire city. So from Calallen to the island.
Incredible.
You have 3 people who are tasked with focusing on the entire city.
That's a big demand.
It is a huge demand. It is a very big demand, but it is it is one that you step up to take on that task.
Yes.
And I have loved it. But it is it's the whole pie. So you have 3 people, and I hold one of those seats. And then of course you have our mayor, who is also over the entire city and the leadership of the council. So the reason I bring that up is because I not only love serving people and humanity, but I love serving our entire puzzle, if you will, the issues from one end of the city to the other. And God's given me he's given me the passion to do it, but he's given me the time, and he's given me the will, because it is a full-time job. And this is my full-time job. This is what I do every day, and I can show you my calendar. I work at least 8 hours a day. And I love it, though. This is what I stepped up and signed up to do. But it is a full-time job. So I want the people to know that in asking for their support, they have my full-time attention and efforts and passion to continue working towards the betterment of our city and community.
What is the thing that you are most proud of? I know you've done a lot for the community, but if you could just sum it up in, like, one of the things that you're most proud of as a city councilwoman.
As a city councilwoman, let me tell you what it meaning probably the most important thing that has not changed for me from 2 years ago to today, moving forward, hopefully to the 2 years ahead of us, is the safety of our children, families, and every person in this community. Nothing happens before that is taken care of and addressed always. Because all of it, economic development is important, fixing our streets is important, having safe drinking water, having a permanent supply of water, not only for the people but for industry, extremely important. Bringing in partnerships to create paths that will bringing in partnerships with private sector, to create paths to create then affordable housing, extremely important. But none of that comes before people.
That's right.
And so the safety of our families, and that is it is becoming an issue. Public safety is number one always. It doesn't mean none of these things or the rest of these things are not important. They are. But this has to be addressed along with these things. And I feel that, to answer your question, we have an issue with that. And I have an issue with that, which is why it continues to be one of the things on my platform moving forward. We did add 8 police officers to the force here this last year. Is that enough? No. Why? Because the chief told council we are short 126 officers for this population. I'm sure as streets and other things are they're common issues for cities across the nation. It isn't just Corpus Christi, and we must address them, and we are addressing them.
But we have a shortfall. It's not just
We
us.
have a short. It is
nationwide.
not just us.
Nationwide.
It's not just us.
I think
So-
you guys are doing a great job.
Well, thank you. And so my I guess my point is, people come first, and you have to have a plan and a vision, or a vision and then a plan. You don't irresponsibly address an issue and go hire 126 officers or 118 now that we added the others, but you have to have a plan for that. You have to address it and be proactive and not reactive. So the people, my child, my family, yours, that's my priority, and that leads to public safety.
Knocking on 190,000. I know you got to run. You're so busy, but knocking on 190,000 doors of these registered voters plus, if they answer the door and they say, "Why should I vote for you one more time, another term against all other comers?" Because everybody jumps in and wants to run, right? So it's tough. Only the top 3 get it.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's pressure. So when if you've got a minute to tell them why should they vote for you again, what would you say?
I've proven to you that I have worked for the things I said I would work for, and I vow to you today what I did before, that it will always be about the community first, the family first, and that's what matters. And I will be here to work for you and no one else. And that's proven. You can go back and look at certain council meetings and how I vote, and it may not always be the popular thing, and I may be the one and only, but if it is what is best for you as a taxpayer, then that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm here for, and that's why I stepped up to begin with. I'm your neighbor. I'm a wife. I'm a mom stepping up to do this. I had to learn a lot in these last 2 years.
How can people contact you if they want to get on the bandwagon and join?
Absolutely. You go to my website, www.pauletteforcc.com. You can give me a call on my personal my cell phone, 361-336-9081. And of course, I've got the Facebook and Twitter under my name.
336-9081. And get involved, please. Recuerda que su voto es su voz. Si no votas, no puedes quejar después.
Sí, la voz es... la gente tiene que tener fe en en su voz y que se tiene que oír.
Yeah, and very well said. And we're going to come back, but remember, please get out there and register to vote.
Yes.
The time is ticking. We only have until early October for you to register to vote, and it's November 6th. Early voting begins
October 22nd.
And we need for y'all to get out there and vote for Paulette Guajardo. And we'll be right back. Thank you so
Gracias.
much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all, and God bless. We'll be right back.